I wanted to literally do some backtest using Market Cipher and see how price tends to react hugely with the script, because like I said, Market Cipher is a very simplified script. But how do we predict, or how do we trade using Market Cipher script? Or this is just a very simple backtest. Let's say a backtesting of our trade. So these yellow X's are what we call your manipulation indicator. These are basically indicators. So when we say manipulation, means price is either, or an asset is being manipulated by big whales. I mean, heavy hitters, people who have a lot of money pertaining to, or money backing an asset. So their decisions affect the very direction of the asset. So you can realize that price was sinking downwards, red, 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 and you will realize that our money flow, which is our liquid, was exiting our asset. In other words, once we are heading towards the negative territory, so we are negative territory, means liquid is leaving an asset. And anytime money leaves an asset, price falls. So evidently, price was falling over here and liquid was going down. This is our vehicle liquid, is like our gas, and it's going down. And if liquid is going down and price is being manipulated by these road signs, well, what other oscillator also confirms with a downward trend? The other oscillator, or another Google map that confirms, is our VWAP. Our VWAP, or our yellow line, which is more or less like your table. You can realize that we were in the negative territories, we're in the negative territories. The more we're in the negative territories, means price was heading downwards. And what other elements as well as our engine, which is our vehicle's engine, which has enough influence on the very direction of price, was also heading downwards. So we have three confirmation of a downtrend. We have three oscillators or waves, or three influential oscillators, all heading towards the downward territory. So it means price will always going to be affected. Like I said, you can realize that price was falling here. So we have three oscillators, or three influential oscillators, all heading towards the negative territories, which are influential, means they have enough direction, they have enough impact on the very direction of price. Price tends to react heavily based on the very direction of these oscillators or waves. So in the end, you can realize that price fell. So price didn't fall hugely based on what these road signs or these cautionary algorithms. It was basically also affected by the very direction, or hugely affected by the very direction of these oscillators, all heading towards the negative territories. The same way, if you find almost all these oscillators heading towards the positive territories, price will also rise. So I'm trying to do a backtest of, or remove that influence the very direction of price as well. So another backtest we can refer to is this one. You can realize that price went upwards hugely when majority of all these oscillators or waves headed at positive territory. You can realize that money was in the positive territories. Money was going up. In other words, liquid is entering the vehicle, so the vehicle can now move, and price was heading towards upwards. And again, you can realize that VWAP was hugely in the positives, hugely in the positives, hugely in the positives. So price went up. Then you can realize our momentum, our vehicle's engine, hugely in the positives, hugely in the positives, hugely in the positives, hugely in the positive. Price went. So it's like I have three influential oscillators or waves heading towards the positive territory. So price has to go up, evidently. Price has to go up. So imagine you have a vehicle and you have your gas in it, and you have your turbo, which is your VWAP in it, and you have your engine. It means the vehicle can move. The vehicle can literally move. Movement is the proof of life. So if the vehicle moves, it means there is life in the asset. Is going up, it's going up. But there is less life, the vehicle goes down. You understand? So in other words, if there is no engine, there is no liquid, enough liquid. In other words, if there is liquid leaving the asset and the table is weak, is also down, engine is also down, price will also fall. So these are just basic back testing and using Market Cipher script. Like I said, trading has always been a directional affair. Never has it been signals or root signs. These are just your root signs. What you see on the very top here are your structures of root signs. These elements are root signs. These diamonds, red diamonds, yellow X, red X's are all just root signs. And these are your Google Maps. These are your Google Maps. These has enough influence on the very direction of price. Price tends to react hugely on the very direction of these oscillators or waves. So Market Cipher simplifies it, gives you the vivid understanding of how trading works. It's never hard. It's always been simplified. And I think there's so much to talk about. It's all in my course. It's in the pipeline, and I'm ready to share a very appropriate time when it's ready. Until then, have a nice time.